Today, I wanted to talk about the game Wizorb. And the first thing I wanted to say about this game is that I love the look and the sound of this game. The little sprites just moving around so awesomely. This is a look more games need. They're just, I know it's an outdated format, but it's so beautiful. Alongside the 16-bit tones, this game has a really nice classic feel about it. Beyond that, the story of this game is pretty typical. There's an evil kingdom looking to expand its territory, it destroyed a village, and you, as the all-powerful Wizorb, go to deal with this evil force and avenge the villagers. Also, lovely wink to the Gerudo tribe from Legend of Zelda. The gameplay of this game is Brick Breaker. You, as the wizard, transform into the panel and the ball, and defeat evil forces by hitting them with your balls. Alright. Now I know Brick Breaker sounds like more of an app game, but this is kind of worth it, considering the evolution of Brick Breaker. For one thing, just having enemies free roaming around is something I don't think I've ever seen any other version ever try to do. I mean, maybe blocks moving in a set pattern back and forth, but never free roaming around the entire stage. Aside from that, there's a couple of bricks you can't just hit from the front. They'll have special points where you have to hit them from either the side or the back. As you progress farther into the game, enemies start to share this trait, special abilities in which you'd have to consider in how you try to hit them. But thankfully, you also, as the panel and as the wizard, have special abilities that'll help you do these things. 5 spells in which you can use in the game, a teleport spell that you can use in the beginning, a fireball, a wind spell which changes the trajectory of the ball, a ball power-up spell, and a ball manipulation spell. Now this is a cool thing to add to such a basic game, really changes up the gameplay of what you would traditionally think as Brick Breaker. On top of that, at the end of each dungeon you fight a boss, which is honestly the best part of the game. It is the entire selling point. They really change up the classic style of Brick Breaker by having attacks that can physically damage the panel, either by cursing you or actually destroying the ball, or becoming immune to the ball for a short time. The game also has this feature in which you collect money in order to fix the destroyed village, which it does give you a nice goal in the game to do, but it's very secondary considering just by playing the game you'll be able to do this anyway. You'll get an item or you'll get an extra life which will help you, but you can get those just by playing the Brick Breaker game anyway. The only real major problems with this game are that it doesn't have enough. It needs more spells, more bosses. Honestly, if this game was nothing but bosses, I would pay more. It's a fun game. Aside from that, the Brick Breaker element of this game is built with a horizontal plane, when most Brick Breakers are built with a vertical plane. This can make it very difficult when you have blocks that you can't break very close to the panel, which is more likely to happen with this style. Aside from that, I think this is a very fun game and a nice break from the traditional Brick Breaker that we all know. And honestly, I don't really have any major complaints from this other than I want more from it. Although I should say that this game is incredibly short, so you should look for a discount if you'd consider buying it. Because you could beat this in roughly 8 hours at the most. It has 4 dungeons, and the village can be fixed just by playing through like 3 of them.